What is this? Three of Wands. Okay. So yeah, it's like you've kind of been keeping your heart open. You've started like trying to find that one. Like you're ready. You want to get settled down. Okay. The thing is, the problem with it is, okay, yeah, you don't want to, be old. You don't want to get married for the first time at like 50, 60 years old. And no shade to people at all who that happens to. I may very well be one of those people who, like, doesn't get married until I'm like 50. I'm not going to claim that, but no, I'm not going to claim that. No buts to it. Um, but for you, okay, like I say, you don't want to rush into these things, because the thing is, yeah, you don't want to get married at like 50, 60, but you also don't want to be 50, 60 and you've been married and divorced, two or three times already. Like, I'm sure it's like you want to get married once, and like that's just the one forever for the rest of your life. So if that's the case, like, just, yeah, I know you kind of feel like you work a lot, and maybe because you've worked a lot, like that's taking you away from your romantic life, that's taking you away from ever like really finding that person, sort of deal. But I would still encourage you to just kind of like really feel a person out. My rule used to be, is like, when a person has when a person, has skeletons in their closet and things like that, you don't really learn about it. Exactly. Look, the magician. It takes it. Look, you don't really learn about those real skeletons in their closet until you've really known them for like a minute. Like, I know I've had guys where, they were interested in me and I kind of friend zoned them or whatnot. And then it's like a year later and things like that, of us just being friends. Maybe we work together and things like that. And they were trying to get at me, and I know, I'm good. I friend zoned them, like I say. And then like a year later, I find out like this whole time, they were talking to this person at the job, or like, they were still back and forth, with their baby mama and all this other stuff, like like all of a sudden, things are coming up out the hat. They're pulling rabbits out the hat, like, word. I'm so glad that I didn't give you a chance, because if I had given you a chance, it would have been me in that situation. Okay, what's this other card that popped out? Exactly, 10 of Wands. Okay, so it might feel burdensome, but it's better than the burden of, like I say, finding out them all of a sudden, being this magician, pulling, all this drama out of a hat, in a sense. Okay, and that's what we're going to read for that magician card there. So let me see here what else, if there's anything else that I want to tell you. As a matter of fact, now that I